Hello everyone, my name is Cordora and I am a 6th grade student at Hickory High School. My school is an international baccalaureate school and focuses on teaching attitudes and values to everyone to make them better learners. And these are determined by the International Baccalaureate Organization. At the end of the primary years program, which is elementary school, each student has to make a project called exhibition. This is about a problem in the community and we are charged with trying to fix it. We do this because the big purpose of IB is to try to make a big difference in the world. The topic I chose to focus on is littering. My overall goal is to try to reduce the amount of littering and increase the amount of proper waste disposal. We got in touch with Mr. Wood and he recommended Mr. Greer and Mr. Valentine to us. Mr. Greer answered my 3 questions, and my 3 questions are, which kinds of littering are we trying to reduce? What can we do as humans to reduce the amount of littering? And how does littering affect wildlife and the way they act? A few of the main facts that I've learned from doing the research in this project is that the plastic rings from the 6 packs of soda can choke small animals and cause them to die, of course. I also learned that sea creatures often mistake litter for food, and they eat them and they could get fatal stomach or bowel obstructions. As another part of this project, we have to take action in the community. I chose to do 2 actions. My first action is that my mom and I created a flyer and we posted it around on community boards and on Facebook. And last week, Mr. Pruitt, the head of the EPA, signed it. This flyer right here. Wow. Mr. Barry also saw the flyer and asked if Keep Catawba County Beautiful could use it for in their booth on Earth Day or Arbor Day and on their Facebook page. One of the facts that I thought was most interesting on the flyer is that it takes 1 million years for a glass bottle to decompose. My second action is that I challenged all of the middle schoolers in my school to pick up litter for an entire week. This started last Wednesday and ends tomorrow. And I will total up all the scores and see how much litter people have picked up. My mom and I also created a spreadsheet and they could keep track of how much litter and what kinds they picked up on these days. Lastly, I would like to ask you all if you could try to help me spread the word about the importance of how littering is such a major problem. And thank you all for letting me speak to you.
I would like to see in practice, and I would congratulate him on the audience, Lauren Alex, and his efforts to help pick up the litter in our city and make our city a better place, better living place, and a better safer place. Alex, we're on your side, buddy. If we can help you, you let us know, and we'll do what we can do to help you, okay?
Thank you.
I have to do it twice.
Make sure we get more of the papers so they can.
Yes.
844, welcome back. Getting results here at Fox 46 isn't just about us helping get results for Fox 46. It's also about you in the community getting results for those nearby, but showcasing neighbors in the community who get results through their hard work.
And joining us here on the couch is Alex Cordora, a 6th grader from Hickory. He not only created a plan to help clean up his town, but actually delivered that plan to the city's mayor. Alex, thanks so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Absolutely, it's our honor.
How'd you get involved with this?
Well, so at the end of the primary years program in my school, which is elementary school, each student has to create a project called exhibition. And it's where you have to choose a topic and focus on trying to fix it in the community. So I chose littering as my topic, and I'm trying to reduce it.
And so what does that project entail? What did you have to do?
Well, we had to do research about maybe good facts and why it is such a detrimental topic. And then we had to take action in the community.
And you also got to present this to the mayor. What was that like? Because, you know, there's a lot of kids out there who do a lot of good stuff. You don't always get to present it to the mayor, though. So what was that like?
It was a great experience, but it was very nerve-wracking. 30 people and the mayor staring at me.
All right.
And this is video of you doing that not long ago. What did the mayor say to you?
He introduced me, and so after I finished, people from different clubs had to present and tell about their group, and they said, why don't we let Alex present theirs?
Way to go.
And to my understanding, this also got all the way up to the federal government, where the head of FEMA brought it to the White House, correct? The head of FEMA is from Hickory, where you're from. So that's got to be cool as well. You know, perhaps maybe, you know, the president or someone in the administration will do something about it.
Yes, that was great. Yes.
What was one of the facts that kind of stands out to you as you were researching and what kind of trash is out there?
That there's an estimated 1 to 2 plastic to plankton in the ocean right now, and that by 2050, plastic will outweigh fish.
And you have a flyer there as well. If I could take a look at it. With your research, you found that a glass bottle takes 1 million years to decompose. By the way, a paper towel, 2 to 4 weeks to decompose. So when you're throwing stuff out, it's getting out of your hand, but it's going to be with us for a while. Right?
Definitely makes you think twice. And North Carolina is such a beautiful state. What do you want people to pay attention to about your project, and what results do you hope to get from it?
I want them to see why littering is such a major problem, and it doesn't affect only humans, that it affects wildlife and the environment. And I would just like them to try to help the cause and try to pick up litter wherever they see it.
Well, Alex Cordora, you are a neighbor getting results, so we'd like to give you this pin here. You can wear it to school, bring it to school with you, give it to the mayor, do whatever you want with it. But thank you so much for joining us here this morning.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. We can't wait to see what you do as you go through school and how the project turns out.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right, stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Does this matter?